This video is going to cover the Leupold custom dial scope, and it'll also cover how to sight on a rifle and what to do with the information you see. And then I'm going to talk just a little bit about drop. So I picked the scope up a while ago and I just got around to installing it, and this is a Leupold custom dial system. What's special about this scope is it's a normal VX3, but instead of having your traditional knob, it has this larger knob. This is not as big as a target knob and much smaller than a tactical knob, but it's lower profile for someone who wants to take it hunting. But what it does have are these essential features. It has the minutes on the outside of the dial so that you can adjust these however you want. Now, when you buy this, if you know your load, you can go ahead and order a dial, and that dial will show you drop, and then it's pretty much no-brainer. You say, hey, it's at 200 yards, you dial into 200 yards, you take the shot. But if you're like me and you order that thing 2 weeks before the start of deer season, well, you're gonna have to live without the special dial. So that's where the cheat sheet comes in. The cheat sheet, I have a video on how to make this. It tells you the drop in minutes or the drop in clicks at various yardage, and that will end up taped right here to my rifle. I have another video on how to make these, and I'll link that in the introduction to this video. So how to go from getting on paper to adjusting this dial. So I'm gonna show you a target. It's not very good. Please don't make fun of me. So there I am. I sighted it at 100 yards. So this group isn't really all that special for a 100-yard group. I am centered from 0 to +1 inch, maybe just a little over, and I'm going left to right by 2 1/4 inches. 7 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, but this is all you need to sight in your rifle. What you need is to know where your rifle's grouping around where you're aiming. So I'm aiming here, and the rifle is grouping about 1/2 inch high. 1/2 inch high, but equal left and right. And from this group, I don't have a lot of vertical spread, I've got a lot of horizontal spread. So I need to work on my trigger pull, but horizontal's okay. This gets you what you need to know though. I'm centered around a point right here. So I'm going to take it 1/2 inch down, which is what I did. I adjusted 2 clicks down after I shot this group. And now I'm right on in the center. And that's where I'm zeroed. I'm zeroed at right here at 100 yards. You can look up your ballistics data. You can turn that into a cheat sheet. Or you can take your ballistics data and your zero and you can turn it into a custom knob if you've got a couple of weeks and either a voucher with Leupold or a 60 bucks or so. So what you see around here is this dial. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to adjust it around so that this indicator here is going to show 0, which is all the way around there. And then what I'll know is when I have this dial on 0, I'm zeroed at 100 yards. And if I want to bring that up to 200 yards, so I'm hitting on target at 200 yards, then I'll bring it up 1.5 minutes or 6 clicks. And so you can see here, this is 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes by the U. Another 4 minutes to the 6. So we've got 1/4 minute intervals. Or if I just want to go by feel or sound, I can just go click, click, click. So let's get out the Allen key. We'll take this off and we'll wrap this video up. Okay, there's 3 Allen keys, and I want to do this gently because I don't want to adjust the drop on this knob. So I'm going to Allen key 1, 2, and then another one on the back. So we're going to go ahead and loosen this up. This is the wrench that it came with. Standard Allen key size, so you can always get yourself a different wrench. There's 2 of them. Here's a plug for gun safety. Always make sure you're unloaded. You're not only protecting yourself, but you're protecting the people you love. Big believer in gun safety. Practice like the thing's loaded so you don't develop bad habits. Alright, you can see this knob is now loose. Okay, I loosened up the Allen keys a little more. Let's go ahead and pop this knob off. That's what it looks like on the inside. And here's the inside. Got this nice piece of aluminum here. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting this knob back on, and this would be the same if you bought yourself a custom knob. I'm going to find 0 on the knob right there. I'm going to line 0 up with this nice hash mark there. And I'm going to tighten everything down. And then I know that the 0 is zeroed for wherever I sighted in my rifle. Now I believe, I don't know, but I believe if you were to get a custom dial from Leupold, instead of having, instead of when you turn it up going to 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute like that, it would tell you the yardage. So, but that's how this thing works, is if I'm at 0 minutes and I want to come up 1.5 minutes, I know I can just go 6 clicks to the right, and now I'm on target. So let's tighten this thing down. It was pretty easy to take the knob off, so let's hopefully follow that up with some nice easy installation. And tighten these 3 Allen keys down just a little bit at a time. I don't have any bite yet, so I can turn this around with nothing happening, no clicks going off on the turret. Okay, bottom that screw out. There we go. That one's bottomed out. Getting audible clicks there. I'm going to go around one more time, tighten these up just to make sure they're snug. You don't really need to reef on these, they're pretty small, and my guess is this dial is aluminum. No reason to strip it out or anything. Not that Leupold would probably, if you did, I'm sure Leupold would still sell you a new dial or send you a new dial. There we have it. So I'm all set for hunting season. So I'm all set with this dial, save one thing. I gotta get my cheat sheet on. There we have it. Rifle is 0 to 100 yards. Got the cheat sheet in place. And got the scope dialed in so that the scope reads 0 on the hash mark. So if I want to come up to 200 yards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 clicks, or I can go in and I can say, okay, well, if that's 0, that's 1, that's 2, I'm at 1.5. So easy enough. And if I don't remember where I need to go, I just drop it back down to 0. Thanks for watching the video, and good shooting, and be safe.